Hi there, how's it going? Today I'm going to start a new series of video about integration suite. It's going to be a really hands-on practice, alright? So in this first video, I will configure the SAP BTP trial account and the capabilities into the integration suite. And in the next videos, I will show how to create integration flows, how to use the Postman to test our APIs, and how to handle the API management. It's going to be really cool. But first, as we are using the SAP BTP trial account, make sure that you are using the anonymous browser. Just trust me, it will help you a lot, alright? We can search for SAP BTP cockpit and we can register ourselves or do our login. My mail is already registered, so it will lead me to the login page. But I don't have a personal instance created for my user yet. I already had one, but it's expired. So I will create it now with you, alright? Just let me do my login here. There's no secret in this part. And now I will create my personal trial account. You can choose the closest place from where you are. And after it's done, we can just go to our trial account. Here you can see the global account as well as the sub-account. So let's open it. And here in Instance and Subscription, you can notice that we just have by default the Business Application Studio. So let's go to Service Marketplace and search for Integration Suite. We can create an instance and it's really simple. It's just create and create. And we can follow it to the previous page, alright? And when it's finished, we can just open it. But as we can notice, we don't have access yet. So let's return to the previous tab and open Secure, Users, and assign role collection. We need the integration provider. So let's search this one, integration provider. The others are not so much important for us now, alright? So the SAP BTP trial account is not the best of the world, so maybe you will need to close your tabs and do again your login, alright? So I am doing it now. I will open everything again and make my login again. Don't worry, because it doesn't happen with client's environment. It's just because we're using the trial account. So the trial has some instabilities. But now it's ready to configure the new capabilities. So let's click on Add Capabilities and I will select some of the most interesting here, like build integration scenarios, manage API, open connectors, and migration scenarios. You can choose next and mark the checkbox for this page and for the second page. You can see a summarize and you can active everything. It can take some time, so I will return when it's done. Perfect, so here you can see everything is active and you can see the capabilities that we had just added. But we still don't have the permissions to build integration scenarios or to manage the API. So let's assign the role collection to our user again. It's the same that we had already done before. Returning to the previous page, secure users, we can notice that we have a lot of new role collections. We can select all the roles that start with API. So let's do it. And these ones that start with health group. The graph zone make part of the capabilities that we had configured. And the ones that start with PI pay so much more attention. They will be essential for us, alright? So after it, we have to remember again that the SAP BTP trial account is not the best in the world. So let's close our tabs and do the login again. There is no secret, it's the same thing. Let's open this account and go to Services, Instance and Subscription, and open again the Integration Suite. Now we can see that the navigation pane is more complete and we can build integration scenarios, create open connectors, and so on. But we cannot manage the API yet because we need to activate the service. Alright? So let's go to Settings and Runtimes. And here we can activate the Classic API Management. In meanwhile, let's explore a little bit more about what we have. Let's go to Home page. In Home, we can monitor some integration scenarios and add new capabilities if needed or exclude some of them. And in Discover, we can see some standard artifacts as well as we can find on SAP Business Accelerator Hub, alright, for integrations and APIs. And in Design is where the magic happens. I'm just kidding, but is where we do our all artifacts. We also will use it, not today, but in others videos. And here in Test is where we can test our API. Alright, so it's a kind of Postman or Insomnia. They are softwares to test some APIs. You can also do it here. And Configure is where we can configure our APIs, like create providers, proxies. We can also import some templates and so on. It is a really good part. I like that. And the most important, no, but it's really good to have this part because here in monitoring we can see a kind of dashboard about all the content that we created. We can see failures, we can manage secret passwords, and we can also see the deployed integrations flows by clicking in, let me just open here. By clicking Manage Integration Content, here we can see the deployed integration flows. So far, so good. Thank you so much for watching this video and keep following. We're going to explore a little bit more about everything in the next videos. Bye bye!